All right. Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. Thank you for taking the time out to watch this video today. And today we're going to talk about the power of religion. The power of religion. Because there is enormous power there. It's enormous power. Whether you consider it real or fake, there's enormous power in that. And it seems, for the most part, for us, it's untapped. That power is really untapped in a meaningful way, meaning not just untapped for individuals, but I'm meaning untapped for us as a collective. That's what I'm talking about.
Turn left at I-76 west toward Valley Forge.
Us as a collective, not as individuals. Because as individuals, it definitely has helped those who have applied. But I'm talking collective in us as a people. No matter whether you want to look at us here in America or in Africa, as a collective. Now, we all know of the Taliban over in Afghanistan. Do you know how the Taliban, who are in power now, how they got that way? How did they come into power to rule Afghanistan? Well, let's talk about it. Let's go into it. Afghanistan, ever since Russia war with Afghanistan, it has always been something that is a destroyed civilization, right? It's not something. It's not something that you can look at. It's not a country that you can look at and be like, yeah, you know, we got all of this advancement, we got all that. Don't. When Rumsfeld was Secretary of Defense, he said, well, it's not like we got a lot of places that we can bomb. Because the shit was already bombed, already destroyed, and never rebuilt. But the Taliban, this group of people, in their religious way in Islam, Afghanistan was run by warlords and wreaking havoc on people, killing people. And so the common everyday man and woman would go to the mosque and be like, what are we going to do about this situation? Because they're killing everybody. The government ain't constituted to do a damn thing. Who's going to protect us? Who's going to help us? Because we need help right here, right now. We need it for real. seems familiar? That cry seems familiar? It should, because it's the same cry that you hear us making today. So the public went to the Taliban and said, help us. You got your religion. You say this is the right way. Well, these demons, and I'm just using my words, these demons are wreaking havoc on us, and we need you to do something about it. You talk this Allah stuff. We need you to do something about it. Taliban got together. They say, can we? Can we do something? Should we do something? Is it in the will of Allah for us to do something? They came back with the answer, yes. It is in God's will that we do something. They made up their mind. They gathered the little weaponry that they had, and they went on a killing spree and taking bits and pieces of land to control. And started in Kandahar. Started there. Going after warlords. Executing them on the spot. In the public view. And they kept doing this. Next thing you know, their areas that they controlled was so vast, they controlled the country. But the Taliban, they had to get real with what they were teaching, because the people began to say, where is the proof? Where is the proof that your God is real? Where's your proof? You talk about Allah this, Allah that, and you got these warlords running the day. Where's your proof? So the Taliban had to reconsider, and they went about their business when they realized that it is compatible for us to clean up where we live. It's compatible with our religion. So they took over a whole country. Let's look at Christianity. Now, the roots of Christianity, Jesus wasn't even present when they started to talk about what they believe and what Christianity will be about. What are the tenets of Christianity? Jesus wasn't even a part of that conversation. This happened in 325 after he was already gone. AD. And at the Nicene Council, they got together and say, this is what we believe. This is going to be the tenets of our faith. Romans, because Constantine was a Roman emperor. They wedded their paganism into Christianity and said, with this sign, or in this sign, we conquer. Think about this. Talking about the sign of the cross. In this sign, or with this sign, we conquer. And they went out conquering. More leaders become into the faith. England, Spain. They come up with the popes. And they go to their white brethren. It is God's mission for you to go out and to take for our God. The Pope sending them out to kill. The Pope said, kill them all and let God sort it out. This is the Pope. This is where that saying come from. I forget which one. But that's the Pope said that to them. Because they said, you want us to kill everybody in the city? Well, what about the Christians that's in the city? Pope said, kill them all. And let God sort them out. And them crackers went to killing. And didn't look back. And they took a world by the spreading of their religion and the sword. They took a world. There's power in belief. What you believe and act on can set you apart from an ordinary man or woman. Your faith defines what you're able to accomplish. Your faith defines that. And you got to be able to understand that and know that. This is the day, this is the time. And your faith plays a major part of your life, whether you really realize it or not. Islam. They went to conquering as well, spreading the faith and taking your head off if you don't submit. So we have seen, we talked about earlier this week, what evil given power can do. Now you're looking at what religion given power will do. It will take over worlds and create a reality so far different. Why do you think it was so necessary for the slave master to give the slave their version of Christianity, their version of what they say Jesus taught and what he was about? Because it keeps you passive. Slave, obey your master. If he take your pants, give him your cloak. Slave, obey your master. Disobedience to your master is disobedience to God. See, it's this version of Christianity that is the white man's made up religion. It is the perfect slave making religion. Because it never teaches you to overcome and to kill or to destroy that which is destroying you. Turn the other cheek. Love your enemies. While your enemy is continually killing you. That's why I said he made a good nigga out of you. Because he made you to serve him. And in 2020, you still serve him to this very day. He made a good nigga out of you. Now, understanding the power of religion, the question has to be asked. There is no other group of people that is more spiritually based in America than the black man and woman. There is no other people that's more spiritually based, more spiritually rooted. But the problem is, if they use that same book that the white man used, and he conquered and created a world, why you can't conquer your neighborhood? Why you can't conquer your city? Why you can't conquer your street block? If you got the same book that these white folks had, and they used that to conquer the world, why you can't use it to conquer your street? Why you can't use it to conquer the evil within your own household? Talk back to me. I want you to begin to think on this. Because something is missing. Something is broken. Muslims, you look too. Why can't you conquer the block that you live on, the community that you live in? What's the same thing going on? So the Christian, the Muslim, the Jew cannot clean up where they live, where they work. Why? Why is this? This has to be answered because the question is real. Why? Why can't you use that same book and take over where you at? It's lack of faith. If the scriptures say, if you got faith the size of a mustard seed, you can say to the mountain, be removed, and it will be so. But you can't remove the mountains in your life. So there's a problem with faith. There's a problem with your willingness to live according to the tenets to which you say you prescribe to. When you believe in something, when you take the position that there is no God besides God, then that means you don't bow when the white man knocking at your door. Oh, the white man done pulled me over. Oh, the white man did it. Oh, white man. Ain't none of that. When you know who your God is, ain't no oppression. You be like, cracker, what? You want to do what? Not on me. You want to subject my children to what? Not on my watch. But these demons are running wild. Where's the church? I guess they're in the church. Where's the mosque? I guess they're in the mosque. And Satan is just running the show. Now, those of us that understand things cannot continue the way that they are. You understand that we have to capture our family? Because as a man or a woman thinketh, so is he or she. And the first thing we got to do is clear up how we think. And once that is cleared, then everybody around us becomes different. Because now, since I have a different thought in mind, I'm able to repair relationships that were built or destroyed based on my own old way of thinking. Now with a new mind, I'm rebuilding destroyed relationships based off a new way of thinking. And based off the new way of thinking, my family life is corrected. My work life is corrected. My community life is corrected. And then you move forward, not just to say I'm different, you move forward to conquer. You conquer your street. You conquer your neighborhood, your community, your side of the city. You conquer the whole city. Then, the land that was controlled by Satan has now become the land of our God and his Christ. You gotta take and you gotta regulate in order for justice to flow, in order for the crookedness to become straight. That's why God never intended you to be fearful. That's why our God hates weakness. Remember, as we were talking about, he told Job, brace yourself and talk to me like a man. Brace yourself. All this weak whining and crying and having a temper tantrum. You ain't no damn child. You a man. Talk to me like a man. This is the order of the day. People is running around killing. You can't look to the police and think the police gonna really stop nothing. The laws that they have on the books today, if I kill you, and I get caught, I'm going to jail for the rest of my life. Oh, I'm going to do 20 years. Oh, I'm going to do 10 years. Ah, to hell with it. That ain't nothing. There's no deterrent to stop the criminal before they commit their criminality. There's no deterrent. So going to jail, nobody caring about that. They said the hell with jail, that ain't nothing. Shit, I go to jail, that makes me even tougher. Really? But that's the thought. So the deterrent of you gonna go to jail, nobody caring about that. That ain't even crossed their mind. So what must be done in order to clean it up? It's going to take love to enforce righteousness. I said a few years ago on this program, and the sister was saying that this brother robbed this mother in front of her child as they were taking their groceries out the car. He walked up to them to rob them. But the mom didn't have no more money because she just spent it in the grocery store. So this nigga shot her and killed her in front of her child. And I said, we should have caught him and killed him for his crimes. And the sister was pissed off that I would dare to say that we should have killed another black person. And I told her, wait a minute. This fool done went out and killed a black woman in front of her child because she didn't have no money. And you expect him to just live? No. That's a violation. And you don't get away with that. You got to pay that price. And that price that he had to pay was with his life. Now, if the woman's family would have said, no, we don't want him killed, then that's one thing. That's one thing. But we don't let no killers just continue to kill and run free. We will enlighten you on your own self-interest. We will teach you properly. But you still want to rob, kill, and do all this foolishness? We will kill your black ass. Period, point blank. Because that's what you've earned. That's what you've earned. And that's what you're looking for? Because you want to be like what you see on TV? Well, we're going to give it to you. Because we will have peace and justice. Nobody gets away. Nobody. We have to take and we have to destroy. See, it's a new day that we're in now. This is a new day. We're living in the change of worlds. And we're not going to allow some nobody to come around and wreak havoc on the righteous. That's not going to continue. Give me some men. Start me out with 10 stout-hearted men and I'll soon give you 10,000 more. Why is that? Start me out with 10, but not just regular men. I need stout-hearted men. See, a stout-hearted man is a fearless man. It's a principled man. It's a faithful man. And he's committed to whatever that endeavor is. Start me out with 10, and I'll soon give you 10,000 more. That's what made the people of Afghanistan follow the Taliban. Because they saw them standing up and doing what in their heart they knew needed to be done. But they needed to see an example. And soon that 10 turned into thousands more. The principle still applies to this day. As we look to take over and reign, we're looking for stout-hearted men who tired of the talk, who's ready to accomplish what need to be accomplished. It's just that simple. It's that time that we are in. The righteous must take the earth and take it by force. This is our day. This is our time. You kill the nigga in you, I'm gonna kill the nigga in me, and our God will reign supreme. We are Black First. Today, tomorrow, and forever. Love you, family. Peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom.